The path to success is a long one, but you know what, that's just part of the journey that we're on right now, and I'm really hoping that this video comes out good because the angle is honestly not functioning with me right now. But hey, welcome back to another video, and you know what, we're actually having a good time right now. We got our coffee. Cheers. Just an Americano. For those of you that have coffee, enjoy. For those of you that are drinking tea, I wish I actually did get a tea because I should not be drinking espresso right now at night. But you know what? Fuck it. Either way, you know, we're gonna have a simple coffee talk, and we might make this into a two-part type of segment just because our lady is home and it's time to pick her up from her house so that we can go to my house and just chill and rest for the night, because tomorrow we start the new week again with new jobs. So, you know, we're having a pretty good time right now. And honestly, for those of you that did listen into the last video, thank you so much. It was quite the generous amount, just because I'm not, you know, it was almost a 40-minute video, and I know for the mass media it's not too exciting to be watching a 40-minute video of just me going through shit and actually giving some minor advice. But either way, thank you, because again, these videos are my journal. I honestly don't like writing as much no more. I type or I make videos just to either therapeutically give myself some type of mental relief. But either way, thank you so much. That was a lot more views than I expected, especially since I hadn't posted for about almost 20 days. And you know what, I'm gonna try to make this a new goal to not post for more, to not go on without posting for more than 10 days. There you go. So 10 days is my maximum. And I'm not gonna lie to you, the main reason why I don't post consistently sometimes it's because I get insecure of my own videos, just because sometimes they're not good enough or like they're meaningless. But you know, this video is full of positivity just because I feel as if we're going into a new chapter right now. I mean, right now it's actually a new moon. Let me see if you guys can actually see that. No, yeah, well, you can kind of see that circle little thing right there, but also look at the view. Honestly, I wanted to go to my other cafe in Cerritos just because it is a lot more welcoming towards just, you know, making vlogs or podcasts, mini podcasts. I mean, either way, you know, we're here, we're making a YouTube video. Oh, there's a fire department right behind me. But no, I wanted to dive in now into our topic, which is the rat race. And for those of you that have been seeing my channel, you know that I'm making YouTube videos to get out of the rat race, or to at least start seeing if, you know, I can actually, what I'm trying to advocate for is so that I can get out of the rat race. And I do believe that in doing so, or to do so, you know, you either have to be yourself, make a lot of money. Well, no, you have to be yourself while making a lot of money and putting in just, you know, not minimal effort, but effort to the point where it won't actually exhaust you mentally and physically. You want to put in effort that is productive and that is healthy, not just effort that's going to strain you on the long run and end up being miserable. Literally, my parents are both handicapped right now just because one decided to work his ass off physically, as well as my mother, and it's just, it sucks because yeah, they provided me with a great childhood. I never had to worry about where to sleep, or how I can get some food, or who had to take care of me. Like, no, thankfully my mother took care of me, or my parents or my siblings as well. They took care of me from time to time. It's just a bit unfortunate just because I hate seeing my parents like this. It's not fun, and I have to take care of them. And not that I don't want to take care of them, because thankfully, you know, they're not that bad. They're really not that bad. I mean, my mom did just get a knee surgery, but it's like, it sucks seeing them in pain. It sucks seeing them go from such a strong point of their lives to where they are now. Like, at this point, I wanted them to go from being super strong and productive to having a peaceful life, whereas they don't have to kill themselves. And that's also another reason why I want to get out of the rat race, so that way I can start making them find a way to retire, so I can give them money, buy them a house, and then that way just, you know, they can do what they want with their lives in their new house, and, you know, just so that I can live out my life without having to worry about them much. And it just sucks. But you know what? That's why we're making these videos, because in the chance, in the reality of in where I can actually make a successful career off YouTube, then my money is going towards my parents and a bit for myself, I won't lie, and also for my partner too, because at this point, I mean, we've been together for 2 years, and I'm like, shit, if we make it to like 22, 23 together, we might get married. But you know, that's just in the future. But right now, my main focus is at least getting as much money as I can while doing something I love, and that just isn't exhausting for me. And you know, I have been looking into a trendy thing which is called drop shipping. Yeah, I don't know if it's complicated or not. I mean, finding a winning product, running campaigns, waiting for the orders to come in, and then just keep reinvesting your money to actually, you know, start seeing some sales. That's kind of what I'm getting to the gist of. But I mean, the fact that there's 17 to 20 year olds getting 6-figure lifestyles already at that point in their lives, it's like, well, I mean, hey, if it's free to learn, or if I can find some way to learn for free, then so be it. I obviously do know that I do need to invest a bit of money, but you know, I'll get there when I need to. So I mean, I actually have my own Shopify. It's called Quindecum. And this isn't a promotion. This is actually to show you guys my own progress with my own drop shipping process, because I literally don't know shit about this. I'm only doing it because I really hope that it's a way to actually get myself out of the rat race and provide myself with a really consistent income as my parents. Like I'm hoping that's the case. But truthfully, I mean, I never saw myself drop shipping. I actually look back at everything. Ooh, I see someone on crack. Oh shit. One sec.
Going up. That's it.
Sorry, I don't know. I mean, sometimes there's some people that aren't necessarily quite in tune with their mental health. And there was one that just passed by me. I'm kind of scared. No, you know what? Where is he? I hope he goes down. Wait, can I actually pause this video? Yeah, I think I'm gonna pause the video. One sec, you guys. I don't know if I'm pausing it. Nope, I'm not pausing it. Well, enjoy the view for now. Okay, it's recording. Sorry. Honestly, I did not feel safe with that guy. But what was I talking about? The rat race. Getting out of it. Retiring my parents. That's essentially what I want to do with my life. And the main reason for it, guys, it's really just because I can't handle the fact that literally most people in my age, or everyone, is dictated by an hourly wage, how much you earn per hour. And the fact that there's people out there that are making perhaps 300, 500, 1,000, thousands of money within an hour, while I'm over here making barely 20 or 25 an hour, like, that sucks. A lot of people dictate their life by how much money they make in an hour. And like, if people were to ask me that when I'm rich, I'm just gonna be like, there's no point in asking me that. If anything, if you want to know that much, let me show you how I did it. But don't ask me how much I earned, because at that point I've lost count of how much I earn per hour, just because it's that much of an abundance of money for me that I don't really care about. All I care about is at least having that money to maintain myself and the people I love. That's it. But I hate stomaching that simple idea that every hour, someone's out there making literally 100 within 5 minutes, and I'm like, oh jeez. I hate that. I hate that, and I'm gonna try my best to actually get myself out there and make a living in which none of my family can ever imagine. Because, you know, last video was actually part of that own reason where my sister made me feel incompetent, just for the simple fact that, you know, she tries to give me this reality, or she tries to know everything about YouTube and about most YouTubers have their own type of social media producer that actually gets their videos out there, and I get that. I get that. But the thing is, I'm clinging on to the hope where I start posting videos that actually interest you guys. And oh my god, there's a spider. You know what? We're gonna start carrying this shit, or we're gonna move somewhere else. Yeah, oh my god, that was a bad spider. I need to start choosing a better location to actually move to. Oh Jesus, I just dropped my Americano. Anyways, hopefully you guys can see me like this. Actually, no, this isn't that bad. Actually, I haven't done a stand-up podcast, but you know, fuck it, we're gonna do it. Anyways, it's hard stomaching the fact that people are out there making an abundance of money. I mean, look at those hotels over there, for fuck's sake. Like, people that are getting those apartments or hotels, they need to be making 30 to 40 an hour, and even then, to billionaires or millionaires, that's not enough money. Like, to them, that is. And those apartments, mind you, they cost like anywhere from, you know, $3,000 to $500, or $3,000 to $5,000. There you go. And it's like, to me, I wish I had one of those apartments, but I'm like, oh, getting myself stuck to one of them as well with just an hourly wage of 30 or 40. That's not going to be enough. Granted, I'm not even, you know, earning that much of a wage right now, but eventually I want to, or even more. Cheers, by the way. I don't know. It's so sad how this society has entailed itself to just being stuck to hourly wages, thinking that just because they have a bachelor's degree or some type of degree, or just because their job feels fulfilling enough to them, while in reality it's fulfilling someone else's own bank account. It sucks how we've all stuck ourselves to that. And mind you, I mean, there's actual professions out there that, you know, people enjoy. For example, like, if you enjoy being a dumpster man, then you enjoy being a dumpster man. Like, there's no harsh criticism to that. But what does piss me off is society expects you to do something that is beneficial to someone else, such as being a doctor or a dentist or a lawyer. And I'm like, that sucks, because, you know, you don't really get to see people that are actually enjoying those jobs. And if they do, I mean, good for them, but it's a very low percentage. Most people that are perhaps doctors, no human should have to go through actually, you know, cutting a person's body up, or a lawyer having to consume all that negative energy while fighting in a courtroom for someone that might actually even be guilty. Like, no one should actually have to be enjoying to do that. But then again, some people enjoy that. Some people, I mean, people working at a fucking morgue, they perhaps enjoy that. But let's talk about the collective unconscious. Most people wouldn't enjoy doing that. And the fact that we expect ourselves as a society to endorse this type of behavior from people to consider them successful, it's just insane to me. I know, like, me having this little podcast, it takes very little effort, but I wish I was getting paid $50, $100 an hour just for speaking my truth. And I feel as if that's what everyone should actually have. Because, I mean, so long as there's a will, there's a way. People already are doubting me for having this stupid mentality as to where YouTube can actually be my source of income. I'm like, you know what? It's something I want to do. And it's not my fault that people incline themselves to working a job that they don't like because they don't have any special talents. That's literally not my fault. And for those of you, yes, that are actually going to be doubting me in this video, yeah, I sound like a dick, but this is only because I have to defend myself about my own vulnerabilities. Like, I have that insecurity that, you know, perhaps this not stupid setup, but perhaps people might say that this stupid setup that I have is pointless. And, like, I feel that way sometimes. I'm like, shit, I really should give up on the YouTube career thing. But at the same time, I'm just like, I owe it to myself. You know, when I'm in bed laying at night, I'm literally thinking, like, I wish I could be fulfilling myself with something enriching and something that's going to give me money, just because, you know, I want to outcast myself from normality. I want to be my own person. It's that simple devotion that I have to myself to actually outcast myself, so that way I can be free and express my own opinion whenever I want. That's literally my own interest at heart sometimes. And it's selfish. I know that. But I honestly, I'm starting to realize that as more as I grow up, or as I learn to grow up, there you go. I'm not sure how I'm wording this correctly, but as I'm growing up, there you go. I just need to start realizing that, you know, I need to prioritize myself. And if I do have loved ones, I'm going to try to prioritize them as much as I prioritize myself, because I am such a loving person, but I also find myself to be so degrading to myself sometimes, just for the sake of others. And I'm like, you know what? No. It's not a flaw that I have, but it just shows that I am capable of loving so hard that if I were to actually show that love to myself sometimes, oh man, I'd be the happiest man in the world. That being said, all this will come in time. I don't know how, and I genuinely have to fight my way for it. And I guess that's just the human process, or the human spectrum of emotions, is actually having to go through this. Someday. Anyway, I do believe I'm about to end this video just because I have my partner waiting for me, and she's gonna be like, oh, let's watch Love Island. And you know, we have this little thing that we've been playing with our Switches right next to each other, and that's been quite the soulmate thing to do. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Although I did want to go to Cerritos, and I did not expect to be standing up right now, because I actually like sitting down and doing this. I hope it's really not that, you know, nauseating for you guys to actually see me moving around. But I mean, like, hey, this thing is actually meant for podcasting. I mean, like, let me actually lift you guys up so that way you can see like how convenient this thing is for me. I barely just found this out, by the way, but bam. Oh shit, actually, hold up, I'm not sure if you guys can. Yeah, actually you guys can, kind of. Yeah, I mean, it's not that good, but yeah, we're not gonna necessarily be using it this way. We're just gonna stick to podcast mode, because we're not full-on vlogger. I'm only doing it because I saw a fucking spider over there. I'm like, oh hell no, I am not fucking with that. But sorry, I honestly, I don't have arachnophobia, but I'm fucking scared of spiders still. Oh gosh. Anyways, guys, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.